So, well, in that case, I'm just gonna have to get into how you've been finding it here, because obviously there's a massive cultural shift for you, because you came as just as me as a more or less a fully formed person, an adult, right? So you came here no English, and that's or was it basic English or was it no English?
It was very basic English. I studied English in high school, but well, that was worth nothing. I always studied German. German was my first language, and now I can't speak German. I mean, I want to get into it again because probably I didn't forget everything,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I couldn't. I understood quite a lot, but I couldn't speak at all. And I was listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks before I came here, and I still have them on my phone. This is like when I don't want to listen to music, I just put it in my ear, and that's how I was working on my accent as well. Thank you, Stephen Fry and Jim Dale mostly. Uh, yeah, and I wanted to start with the very bottom. I was like, okay, I'm going to wash dishes in a restaurant because then I don't need to speak English. I can speak how much I want to. And I phoned up a restaurant and they told me, or not phoned, I wrote a little message because I was like, I'm not going to pick up the phone. And and they told me that, yeah, well, we don't really have an open position to wash the dishes for us, but if you want, you can be a waitress. I was like, whoa, that's a big jump. But I said, okay, I learned the basic vocabulary for, I learned the name of the cutleries. I don't know why did I think that I would need that on an interview, but I did that. And they just basically told me, okay, whatever, she will pick up. So I started in a Japanese restaurant and I've been there for 8 months and picked up mostly everything there.
Nice. I mean, I was gonna ask, how what's that like? Just trying to live in a country where you don't have the vocabulary. It can be daunting at best. It must be terrifying.
I loved it. I don't know. I was an exchange student when I was 11. I went to Germany and
Okay.
it was like the same. They put me in a home with a German family and I didn't have any other option. I was like use charades and everything just to try to explain what you need. And I love this rush.
Mm. I mean, yeah, there's a thrill of like, because everything's not that it's difficult, but yeah, it's an adventure and everything's like a little puzzle. I was like, okay, how do I say this? Right. See this? I want that.
Yeah. But obviously there was the other side of the things that making connections or real connections, friendships,
Yeah.
it's not easy. And also I think it took me quite a while when I even applied for agencies, for example, to get representation because I was like, I can't even speak properly. I didn't have any self-confidence in my abilities in English.
Mm.
So I was applying for stuff by myself, but I didn't write a single email, I think maybe for 2 years,
Okay. And yeah,
half.
and just to
I don't
keep that
know.
in mind, so you're a professionally trained actor, so like you've already done the first bit, which is getting into your school and doing the training and all that. That's like the first major milestone, major step in any actor's career. Is like getting to a level where you're like, okay, I'm good enough to be a professional now, right? I've got the skills, I know the work ethic and things like that. But then yeah, then you had this added layer of like, now what?
Yeah. And in a different country, that's a toughie because it doesn't matter where did you come from, you have to start over because nobody will ever acknowledge those credits, even those, not even the university. They can see that you are trained, but it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I was actually, yeah, I was talking with, so the previous interview was Julia, Julia,
Oh, she told me,
just to mess with people. But yeah, so she was talking about how coming over here with she had 10 years of a career in Hungary, and then you come over. They've slowly started picking up that she's got experience and things like that. But in the beginning, it was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like we don't know what that means in context. You could be doing 10 years of anything, and you could be a kid's entertainer as far as we know, because we don't know what that means in your country, you know?
Yeah,
Like you could go to the top school in Hungary and they're like, okay, it all sounds Hungarian to us, so we have no idea.
exactly.
Yeah, okay. And so was that your experience? Just now we don't know what that means. You're gonna have to like prove it. You're gonna have to earn.
Yes, and I literally saw that there is no other way. I wanted to do more than just do day player roles because
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I'm so over that. I've done that, and I didn't want to just do the conventional way, going from day players to do uh, hundreds of them. Even not the roles itself, but the auditions. Even the auditions are really daunting when you feel that you passed this and you want to do more. So I founded my theatre company. I missed theatre, I missed doing theatre, and I didn't even get any audition
Mm-hmm.
for theatre. So we picked a play and we put on a show, Diane, Vivian Rose, and it was a 3 weeks run in London. We managed to break it even. It was a really big thing, and yeah, I experienced that the way to go is to create the opportunities for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, because the industry is such a numbers game on its own. Like if you just rely on the industry, it's very much a numbers game. You're gonna keep doing it until somebody notices you, then you get something bigger, and you do that for a while, and that can mean 5 to 10 years even, you know. So you have to create and generate your own buzz, your own publicity, your own following, viewers, you know, audience, I think.
Yeah, and also it wasn't life. I can't just wait for my agent. I can't just wait for the auditions to come
Oh,
in or to the phone to ring. Oops.
hang on, because the internet's acting up again. But I think we're back. I think we're back. Because I can see you moving, looking around. What's
Well, your
happening?
audio is
I'm all
it's
right.
internet, and I knocked over my laptop, but all good.
Yeah, so as you were mentioning about, you know, just having to wait on a phone to ring, that can be, I mean, it's frustrating to say the least, you know, if,
Yeah, and I wanted to. So I quit my day jobs now. I think now 4 years ago ish. Yeah, and I decided that I need to find something which I also love doing. So I figured that I'm going to be a headshot photographer. So I learned how to do photography from YouTube, and then bought my equipment, bought my first camera, and started to do headshots. And I earned enough money so I can leave my waitressing job and hostess job, whatever I've done at the time. And I've done that for more than 2 years, I think. And then I got bored again. And I was like, okay, that's fun and it earns me money, but I need prospect in my day job as well. So that's when I went into producing and yeah, now I have a very big job which just jumped on me. So I am producing a 6-part TV series, which was like a
I mean,
series of accidents, how I
obviously
met.
there's NDAs and stuff, so I'm not asking you to tell me what it is, but I'm curious of like how you, wow, okay, talk to me about producing a 6-part TV series.